Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to force off on me. I prefer to not take the defense system leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Mr. Starr. This is your jumbo lunchbox. Woohoo! A triple decker. You wait. Yeah, way to accept, Mr. Judge. I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lance's motto says, you won't be disappointed. But she's going to... That's actually a horrible motto. You won't be disappointed. You may not like it, but at least you won't be disappointed. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. The one was of course the victim's, and the other was the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky's blood. This shoe proves it. It's flawless decisive evidence. Well, sure, whatever. What? There was blood found on the shoe? Try lunch, but for all your lunch and decisive evidence, Nish. So, what's the witness of the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As you've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. You have way too many boyfriends. In any case, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You should know the 2 rules of evidence law, Mrs. Starr. Rule number 1. No evidence can be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. No so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is sure looking pretty silent. You could at least try to study some evidence law. Really? Oh, we will be given a nice kids book later on, so don't worry about this. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. Well, seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to assure that the guilty are properly judged. Well, we just need to check this, actually. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Before everything starts, we really need to check that shoe an extra time. Yes, hello? Yes? No, don't present, thank you. Okay, so here we are back in this thing, so... Well, let's check this small plot of blood. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Well, okay, so that's the one set of blood, so... That's quite a lot of blood. There's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe, it's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay, so... Let's go back to her statement and... Well, to her... No, thank you. Let's go back to her testimony and check a couple of statements, especially the last one, which is very, very important. So, The one that says that these shoes prove it. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish gets right? Great, yeah, that's actually nice. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole batch of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? Problem? This is critical. What's wrong with the victim's shoes? Well, there is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes, you're still young, Rocky. I'll give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take it a hit, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradiction about the victim's soup? Well, quite frankly, why would there be so much blood under the shoe? I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, Rocky, or it will be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. That's actually a state of threat and I should sue you. Thank you very much. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradicted about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? Well, the problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Sorry. If there were bloody wow. We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order. Sorry. Well, witness? What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why wasn't there a footprint? Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. Huh? But she slipped. She's the one. There is one vital hint in the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. But she's a beautiful but deadly. Yeah, whatever. I thought that was strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. The oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, Not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're the slowest conveyor, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the old drum empty? Stop with the lunch metaphors, thank you. The old drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason why she knocked it over? The real reason. Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Wow! Yes, stop screaming for no reason. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie tie her quite clear to the mirror. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the old lamp to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. Okay, this is not directly to Rachel, so I'm not going to think this. That reminds me, Mrs. Sky right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So my sister's blood on the shoe, that's when it happened? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she's tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But then Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. The court finds the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness doesn't... don't tell me you have something else. You've reached your verdict, Your Honor. Any further comments will be held in contempt of court. Your thirst don't scare the cough up queen. Look at this. A photograph? I had this just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shirt didn't belong to the victim. Huh? Seen a room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Fuck. Erasing the last trace of tapped from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. What? Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare my verdict for good. Come on, scream. Thank you. Your Honor, wait. What is it with your people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in bits anymore? Whatever it is, can't it wait? No, it can't, then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. The trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there is a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. So the court, the problem in this photograph. Well, the muffler. Inside the muffler. The problem is in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait, just a moment, Mr. Ellsworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, there's no trace of a muffler or a scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does this have to do with the case? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Sorry, Mrs. Starr. but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us what is, why this is important in this case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this is a piece of evidence. Yeah, sure. So... Mrs. Starr, recall your testimony to the court. For the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler? Ah. Could be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Well, we've obviously broken her. Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, here we do disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew! That was a close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry?